Well, you ready to get out of here?
Yes, I'm ready. But I'm not going to your house, Whitney. I'm going to my house.
But your mother just said that your house is too
Not
badly
Mama's
damaged.
house. My house.
Teresa, don't even start with
Yes,
this, okay?
Whitney, I am going to the Crane Mansion. And that is where I, Mrs. Julian Crane, will spend the night. The first night of my reign as Queen of the Crane Empire.
You are crazy. Ivy and Rebecca already had you thrown out once. I mean, what is it going to take to get through to you?
Ivy and Rebecca are just going to have to get used to it. They're out, and I'm in.
As soon as Eve reads those test results, it's over for you, Ivy. All over. Don't do it, Eve. Don't destroy all our lives.
Don't worry, Mom. I know the test results are going to prove that I'm your son.
Yeah, I know it too.
I can't believe my family's about to get even bigger. I need another sibling like I need a hole in the head. Well, your mom's convinced you're gonna get one as soon as Dr. Russell reads those DNA results.
Well,
I'm not gonna give up my room for John like I did for the real Charity.
I love you so much, TC. But I can't let Ivy blackmail me any longer. If she tells you about my past with Julian, so be it. I just hope to God you'll be able to forgive me.
Last, we're going to see the fireworks, Timmy. Oh, I wish we had some popcorn.
How can Tabby be so cruel? After Eve reads the test results, so many lives will be ruined.
Exactly. At long last, all my years of work are gonna pay off. Oh, buckle your seatbelt, Timmy. It's gonna be a bumpy night.
What are you doing over there?
Beth?
Antonio? I thought you were Luis.
You thought I was Luis?
Yeah, we came to Bermuda together. Luis is he's gonna die when he finds out you're here.
Hello? Anybody in there?
Just a minute.
Let me get Luis. He's gonna faint when he finds out you're here.
Beth, no. You can't tell Luis I'm here.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Antonio, I don't understand. You haven't seen your brother in years. I know he'd want to see you.
No, he won't.
Don't be ridiculous. I can't keep quiet about something this important. I have got to tell him.
No, and besides, what are you guys doing down here anyway? I mean, I thought you guys broke up years ago.
Yeah, we did.
So you're back together again, or?
Oh, no, not exactly. Maybe. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, but you're sharing a room.
Yeah, but it's just because the hotel was booked solid. We're not exactly sharing a room, if you know what I mean.
Look,
Anyway, reconnecting, you know, learning to trust one another again. I have to tell him his brother is right next door.
Beth, if you care anything about Luis and you want to get back together with him, keep quiet about it, okay? Don't tell him anything about me. Don't tell him I'm here.
Yeah, your scarf was stuck in the door.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not dressed, but thank you for telling me about my scarf. If you could just pass it through, please.
Yeah, sure. Wow, that was some static shock there.
Yes. Well, thank you. That shock. That was so strange. So strong. It went through my whole body.
That was strange. Never had a static shock like that before.
I can't wait to throw those two old hags out of the house. And then I'm gonna redecorate the whole place. And of course, Ethan will be welcome to stay there since it is the house that he grew up in. And I will fire any servant who doesn't jump when I say jump.
You know what? You don't need an ER doctor. You need a psychiatrist.
No, Whitney. For the first time I am facing reality. I am sick and tired of being the victim. Now I am taking charge of my life.
By trying to take over the Crane Mansion. And you know what? Since Ivy and Rebecca already threw you out once, they'll probably just shoot you this time for trespassing.
Oh, stop being so melodramatic.
I'm being melodramatic, huh? You need to look in a mirror. You know, you're living in La La Land if you think you can just prance into the Crane Mansion and claim it to be yours. Like Ivy and Rebecca are gonna say, oh, of course, dear, it's all yours. And leave quietly.
Whitney, I don't think it's gonna be easy. Actually, I am sure that my attorney will have to be involved. But I am ready for a legal battle, Whitney, and this time I am gonna win.
What makes you so sure that you are gonna win? Oh, right, because of the deal you made with Julian in hell.
No, because I have every legal right to claim what is mine. This baby I'm having guarantees it. And there is nothing Ivy and Rebecca can do about it.
It's Pilar with Ethan.
Pilar, is Teresa all right?
Yeah, the nurse said she's okay, but they wanted to run some tests. Ethan was kind enough to drive me home. At least what used to be my home.
Well, where's Gwen?
Oh, she had to go by the office, pick up some papers. So, does anyone know how the fire started?
No, but they're investigating.
Well, why are you all still here? Did something else happen?
No.
We're waiting for Eve to read us the DNA test results.
Yes, family is what matters most, isn't it? Unfortunately, it takes something like this fire to remind us of that. I'm just happy my children weren't hurt.
Don't worry, Mama. We'll get through this.
But could we all get back to the DNA test results now?
You have one chance to save yourself, David, and to save Eve. Don't let her read those DNA test results.
Oh, Ivy's wasting her time. There's no way Eve's going to let her manipulate her this time.
Do you feel sorry for poor Eve?
Oh, pipe down and enjoy the show. Wish I had some popcorn.
I think it's so sweet that you're about to have a baby brother in the house.
Sweet?
Of course, it does mean that you're going to be moving down the totem pole another notch. Now that your mommy has her baby boy back.
Shut up. We don't even know yet if he is my real brother.
No, but it won't be long. One thing we do know, though, is that Miguel's days are numbered. That is, once I get him in the sack.
I told you to leave him alone or I will personally destroy you.
Do you think you scare me?
You better be scared. Because you know what? I brought you into this world, and I can take you right back out of it.
Get your hands off of me.
Charity? Was that you?
You are insane. You just don't want to learn from your mistakes, do you?
Whitney, I have learned plenty. Okay, I know it was a huge mistake to sleep with Julian, even if I did think he was Ethan.
You know what? You never should have gone down to Bermuda to try to talk to Julian in the first place. You knew what kind of reputation he had.
Yeah, and I was hoping to get Julian to take Ethan back into the family.
Oh, right, because you were so determined to help Ethan that you guzzled down all the champagne Julian could hand you. I mean, no wonder you got so drunk that you actually married Julian, thinking that it was Ethan.
I admit it, okay? It was stupid. But it can't be undone, Whitney, and now I am pregnant with Julian's child. Okay? I have lost Ethan temporarily, so all I can do is go forward and try to do the best that I can for my unborn child.
By waltzing into the Crane Mansion and throwing Ethan's mother out onto the street.
Look, Julian divorced Ivy in Bermuda before he married me. Therefore, I am the only legal Mrs. Julian Crane.
But Ethan is fighting that divorce to try to help his mother. And if he does get that divorce thrown out, then Ivy will be the real, legal Mrs. Crane.
What if Ethan can't get the divorce thrown out?
Well, then I guess maybe then you will have a claim. But how is that going to help you get Ethan back, huh?
Ms. Lopez Fitzgerald?
No. I'm Mrs. Julian Crane.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dr. Russell had you charted as Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald.
She knows me by my maiden name.
I see. Well, I just came in to tell you that your blood work looks fine, but I would like to do a quick examination before we release you.
But the nurse said that I was fine.
Teresa, if the doctor thinks you need an examination, then you should probably get an examination, don't you think?
All right.
I'll wait outside.
The nurse will be back in a minute.
Charity, are you all right? I mean, I've never heard your voice so harsh and raspy.
I'm okay, Aunt Grace.
Oh, well, I guess you inhaled a lot of smoke before you got out of the house.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. That must be it. I will feel so much better when I get home and get some rest.
I'll take you home, Charity.
Oh, you know, Miguel, thanks, but, you guys, can I talk to Charity for a second?
Sure.
Sure.
Look, Charity, you know I think of you as a daughter. And what with my sister being gone, I think I should give you some motherly advice.
Okay, advice about what?
Well, I mean, I don't mean to pry into your personal life, but I think I should. You know, earlier tonight, when Sam and I saw you alone in Miguel's room, we saw something that really upset us.
What did you see, Aunt Grace?
Well, besides the fact you were alone with Miguel in his room, you were practically naked. Now, I know that you're at that age where your hormones are raging and you don't know how to deal with your feelings, but you know, I want you to think back on that talk we had about waiting till you were married to have sex. Because it's a big responsibility, and I just think that you should be ready for that.
Oh, Gracie, if you only knew the real truth.
Well, I mean, it's not really the time now, but I really think we should have a conversation about birth control. Preferably abstinence.
Yes. And Grace, I love you so much. And I really look forward to our little talk.
Well, okay, good.
Okay. Or not.
You know, I mean, I'm really, really glad that nothing happened to you in that fire. And Charity, too. Miguel, I don't know what I would have done if something had happened to you.
You wouldn't happen to know how the fire got started, would you, Kay?
Nothing will stop zombie Charity from getting what she wants. Short of an act by our friends in the basement.
Antonio, I don't understand. Why don't you want to see Luis?
Luis hates my guts. He has for years, ever since I left. Listen to me, Beth. If you want to have this reunion with Luis, just don't mention my name, okay? It's just gonna upset him, and then it's gonna ruin your whole romantic getaway.
Listen, Luis does not hate you. In fact, he told me he wants to see you again.
I don't believe that. Beth, I saw Luis over Christmas time.
You were in Harmony?
Yeah. I wanted to see my mother, but I ran into him first. He told me to leave town, never come back.
You really came back, huh?
Yeah. I'm here.
Well, we don't want you. So why don't you just do the whole family a favor? Why don't you just get the hell out of Harmony and never come back?
Believe me, he doesn't want to see me.
Listen, he was just speaking out of anger. I know he didn't mean it.
Well, it sounded like he meant it to me.
Luis has changed. He lost the love of his life. And I know he would not want to lose you, too.
Man, it's a shock all about. It's almost as if God's trying to tell me something.
That shock is so powerful. It's almost as something is trying to pull me and that man together.
Wait! Sir, wait! I wanted to ask you if you recognized me.
Oh, which one of them knocked on the door?
Luis was madly in love with this woman back in Harmony, but she died tragically.
Yeah, I heard that.
He was devastated. I mean, he's still trying to get over it. Having his older brother back in his life would mean so much.
I don't think so.
Antonio, come on, at least let me tell him that you're here.
No, Beth, look, it is only going to remind him of how I walked down on the family. You're just going to bring him down. Just please, don't say anything.
Beth, you out there?
Look, here he comes. Just please don't say anything, okay?
How would I know how the fire started? Maybe you knocked over a candle in Miguel's room.
No, the fire didn't start inside. It started outside the house.
Imagine that.
And aren't you lucky Miguel didn't ask how you knew we had lit candles in the room?
How much longer do we have to wait for the results of those tests?
I know, John. I mean, I'm anxious too. It just, he was talking to Pilar. I don't think we should interrupt.
You're right. I mean, it's not like there's really a chance that you're not my mother. I mean, my father was there. He saw you give birth to me. So, unless he made the whole thing up, which he would never do, because he's so honest, then it has to be true.
Yeah. You know, it's so frustrating having amnesia. To not remember giving birth to you.
It must be terrible. but like I said, my father would never lie about something so important. I can't think of any reason that he would sink that low.
What's the matter?
The baby's heart is beating a little fast, but considering what you've been through tonight, I don't suppose that's unusual.
It's not?
Well, they say the baby often reacts when the mother's in stress. But I would like to do an ultrasound, just to make sure.
Is it all right if my friend comes back in?
Oh, of course.
I'll get her.
Would you like us to call the baby's father?
No, he is in hell.
Excuse me?
The baby's father has passed on.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
Oh, can we just do the ultrasound and make sure that my baby's okay?
It's a simple procedure, no pain, nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be a little cold here. Good. Okay. And there's the heart. You can see it beating. Still rather rapidly, but it's slowed down considerably. The arms, the legs.
Oh, honey, you can really see the baby. Look, honey.
Probably looks like Julian, right?
No, silly. You have to see this. It's a miracle.
Look. Just tell me if the baby's okay, doctor.
Everything looks good to me. As I said, the heart rate is fine now. The baby was probably just reacting to your excited condition.
Good.
Yep. I see 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, and... Oh my God. What is that?
What is what? What?
What is it? What do you see?
I've lost it.
Lost what? The baby?
No, the tail.
Tail?
Tail?
Well, what are you talking about?
I'm not sure. I just caught a glimpse of it, but I could swear I saw a pointy little...
Pointy little tail? Excuse me. How long have you been practicing?
I'm a first-year resident.
Okay, well, I am not a doctor, but my mother is Dr. Eve Russell, and I assume that you do know her.
She's my supervisor.
Well, then isn't it possible that the baby moved in the womb when you were doing the ultrasound?
Yes, of course, it's an active baby.
Okay, well then isn't it also possible that what you saw wasn't a tail at all? Couldn't it have been a normal part of a little boy's anatomy?
I suppose so. I guess it could have been.
Well, there you go. Then congratulations. Honey, you're gonna have a little boy. Isn't that great? Is that true, doctor?
It's difficult to tell at this stage, and the ultrasounds often have shadows, so it's not 100% reliable in determining the sex of a baby.
But you think that you saw a boy.
I think you should make an appointment with Dr. Russell.
Great
just
idea.
to make sure. You can go home now. Do you feel all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Good. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Dr. Russell about what happened, about the tail. I mean.
My lips are sealed.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
A tail?
Dad. I was just talking about you.
Oh.
I was saying the DNA test has to prove that Grace is my mom. You were at my birth, right? So it has to be true. You're my mom. I know it.
Come on, Eve, let's get the show on the road. I want you to announce the DNA test results so I can watch Ivy Gresham burn.
Sammy, I just want to say I'm sorry for opening my big mouth about John's birth mother. I hope Rebecca's wrong. I hope that Ivy didn't hire David to come here to break up you and Grace.
What'd you say? Oh, Sam, what is he talking about?
Sorry, Ethan, I didn't realize you could hear me.
My mother would never do anything like that.
Listen, Ethan, calm down. Your mother has done some things in the past. Well, I just hope she didn't do this.
Beth?
Beth, please, if you don't want to ruin your trip, don't say anything about me being here, okay?
Beth, what are you doing over there?
Oh, I was just getting some air. Did you get the ice?
The eye? No. I guess I forgot it. Must still be out in the hall.
What made you forget it?
Well, I saw this woman's scarf was hanging out of the door next door, so I knocked to tell her about it.
In the room right next door.
Yeah. And when I handed her the scarf, I got the most intense static shock. You can't even believe it.
So there was a woman in the room next door.
Yes. But I didn't see her because she said that she wasn't dressed, but when our hands touched, I'm telling you, it was like this intense bolt of energy went through us and it was weird.
Yeah.
So are you all right? Because well, you look like you're seeing a ghost or something.
Dinah, what's wrong? Are you feeling worse?
No, not really. That knock on the door right now. It was this man telling me that my scarf had gotten stuck in the door. Well, I didn't see his face, but when I reached out to grab it, our hands touched it. But Brian, it was like this bolt of electricity went through me.
You mean like a static shock or what?
Yes, but well, no, it was more than that. It was almost like a flash from the past. Like I knew this person from someplace. I just can't shake this vibe that I'm feeling. Brian, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Come on, Brian. I know you better than that. Something's bothering you. What is it?
I do think that you are feeling a vibe from someone from the past. Not from your past. From mine.
Yours? I don't understand.
It's my brother. He's in the room next door.
Your brother? He's here? This is great. Come on. We gotta go see him right now. Come on. Come on.
I can't believe that you wouldn't even look at the screen. I mean, aren't you at all interested to see that baby growing inside of you?
I looked, Whitney.
I'm excited. No, you're not excited. You're still in denial that you're actually gonna have a baby, aren't you?
In denial? No, I am not. Hey, why do you think that I am doing everything that I'm doing? It's to help my baby.
Well, that's a bunch of bull. You're doing what you're doing to try to get Ethan back.
Can't you just cut me a little slack?
You know, you might want to start thinking about getting some maternity clothes. You're gonna pop any day now.
I know. I just don't have the money right now.
Okay, what if we, go down to the hospital thrift shop? I bet you they have something that you could afford down there.
I am not gonna wear hand-me-downs, Whitney. As soon as I get to the Crane Mansion, I will have access to all of Jillian's credit cards, and then I will buy whatever I want.
Here we go again. I mean, you're making a huge mistake if you're gonna count on having Julian's money.
No, I'm not. Julian is the one who got me into this, and it's Julian's money that is gonna get me out of it. It's not my fault that he just dropped dead.
The man was murdered. It's not exactly the same thing as drop dead, don't you think? Teresa, do you know something about how Julian died?
No. Of course not. Okay, but dead is dead. And I can't feel sorry about it, all right? Julian didn't do anything to help me. All he's done is get me pregnant, then go to hell, and then leave me penniless with his demon seed. You know, with my luck, this baby really does have a tail.
Oh, stop saying that. Don't even joke like that, all right?
All right. But the point is, I have no choice but to go after what I really want. And I am gonna get it, Whitney. With or without your help.
I really wish that I could talk you out of this.
Well, you can't. Guess I'm gonna have to go it alone.
Wait a second. I know I'm gonna regret this.
Good going, Teresa.
Is she here too?
I'm getting a vibe. She's following through with the plan I gave her as Zombie Julian. That's my girl.
Zombie Charity wouldn't hurt a pregnant woman, would she?
Oh, wouldn't she? Did you ever see that movie, Rosemary's Baby?
That zombie Charity won't be satisfied until she's brought everyone in this town to their knees. And if you don't stop antagonizing her, you will be one of them.
Charity, it's getting late. We should head over to your house.
Okay. Hey, I think we should all go together. Sound good?
I'm just glad that no one was hurt, you know?
Hey, Mama, I'm gonna head over to the Bennetts with Charity and Kay.
Okay.
You gonna be all right at the B&B?
I'll be fine. Good night, Mila. Good night.
Good night.
Mother, just heard something very upsetting.
What did you hear, darling?
TC seems to think that you hired David to break up Sam and Grace's marriage. Just tell me that's not true, because you know how I feel about lies. I cut Teresa out of my life because of all her lies. Tell me you're not responsible for this. You're not, are you?
Don't be ridiculous, Ethan. Of course I am not responsible.
I hope that's true, Ivy. For our son's sake.
Diana, wait.
Wait for what? Your brother is right next door. You can go over there and confront him and make up with each
No,
other.
I am not gonna see him.
Why?
Why? Because... You know why. Because in Harmony he told me to drop dead. He doesn't even want me on the planet.
Well, then go over there and yell at him. Look, just get it all out in the open. Go have a knockdown, drag-out fight, but just get it over with and make up with each other.
No.
But just stop being so stubborn. Look, now come on.
No! I am not going over there to that other room.
Beth, hey, you know you can tell me anything. Now what's got you so upset? Beth, come on, you're scaring me. What, is it something that I did?
No, you didn't do anything wrong. Okay.
What is it then?
Okay. I might be making a huge mistake here, but I have got to tell you something, okay? And, well, it could change everything.
Can I get you guys some hot chocolate or tea or something?
Gee, cuz, you know what? I am exhausted. I'm ready to hit the hay. How about you, Miguel?
Yeah, I'm pretty wiped after everything that happened.
Okay, well, why don't you sleep upstairs in my bedroom?
Charity, you know, I mean, your uncle made it real clear that if I stay here tonight, I have to sleep on the couch.
Miguel, you saved my life. You're my hero. You'll be so much more comfy upstairs.
I don't know, you know,
You know what, Charity? That is a brilliant idea. Actually, so thoughtful of you. Miguel, why don't you sleep upstairs in Charity's bed and you can sleep down here on the couch?
Me?
Mm-hmm. And that way, if you need anything, you can just call me because I'm right across the hall from you.
well, you know, if that's cool with Charity, then...
Okay, it's settled then. Come on.
If something happened to any one of my children, Eve, I would want to die.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean, Pilar. I mean, my daughters are my life. If anything happened to them, I couldn't go on.
Of course. I should have just stuck to my plan of using Whitney and Simone to get to Eve. Well, I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Don't do this, Teresa. This could only give you more grief.
Maybe it will, Whitney. But maybe I'll be the one who causes some grief.
Yes, may I help you?
You certainly may. Take my bag to my room, please.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Take my bag to my room.
And you are?
Mrs. Julian Crane, and I'm coming home.
Brian, he is your flesh and blood. You can't just turn your back on him.
Yes, I can. Dana, he hates me.
I don't believe that. He might be angry with you, but so what? Even if you're mad with each other, you have to have contact. My God, he is right next door. You can't pass up this opportunity. At least call him.
No.
Fine. If you won't call him, then I will. Yes, this is room 229. Would you please ring the room next door?
Can you hold that thought for just 1 second? I just want to make sure everything's okay at home.
Your brother Antonio is in the room next door.
Pick up.